Understanding domain, hosting, and name servers. Properly hosting a new self-hosted WordPress site is challenging for beginners. However, if you follow these instructions, you should be good. To host a website, any website including self-hosted WordPress, you need a domain name registrar company such as GoDaddy and a hosting company such as Bluehost or HostGator. Now, occasionally the same company handles both, but we recommend that you keep them separate, and there's several reasons for this, but the most important is that you may want to move your website hosting later. And this is much harder to do, although not impossible, if your hosting company holds your domain. And the second reason is that domain registrars, including GoDaddy in particular, usually do not provide great hosting service. Now, exception to this rule, for your first site, it's okay to register your domain when you first purchase hosting. However, additional domains, additional websites, you should register them through your domain registrar, and then you point them, assign them to your hosting, as we'll describe in the next slide. Now remember, any good hosting company will allow unlimited domain hosting. This means you pay one monthly hosting fee for all of your websites. In fact, you would very rarely need more than one hosting company. And last, be aware that transferring domains from one domain registrar to another and websites from one host to another can be an administrative nightmare. So save yourself from this from the get-go by using only one registrar and only one hosting company. Pairing a web host with a domain name is called hosting a domain, which requires you make changes to the domain's name servers. Name servers are controlled through your domain registrar, and you must set your name servers to the ones given by the hosting company when you sign up for hosting. So name servers are essentially a property of the domain, and the tutorial for setting up name servers on GoDaddy follow. So here, for example, is your GoDaddy dashboard. GoDaddy is a domain registrar. And first of all, get to your home page, and you're going to want to launch this domain app here. Scroll down to the domain that you want to set the name servers for. Let's say we're going to modify the name servers for the wpclone.com domain. Up here, it'll tell you whether the domain is locked or unlocked. If it's locked, you're going to have to unlock it using this little button here, and then wait a few minutes. And then scroll down a little bit, and where it says name servers here, this will tell you the current name servers for the domain. And let's say we want to change this. Let's say we're moving this domain to Bluehost hosting. So click on set name servers, and Bluehost would have written me a letter, and they would have said these are your name servers to set for your domain, ns1.bluehost.com and ns2.bluehost.com, and you would click OK, and that's pretty well it. You're going to have to wait from anywhere from 2 minutes to 4 hours for the name server change to propagate across the web, but after that you should be able to go ahead and use your website. Now, if you're just registering a domain for the first time at GoDaddy, you will see a field open up for setting the name servers, and it's generally easier to set your name servers at the beginning when you register the domain rather than return. But either way, it's not very complicated.